All right, we're covering on page 61, number 13, and we have a line where I have point P and R. And then in the middle of it is point Q. Now, it doesn't say it's midpoint, okay? It just says in the middle, in between. So unless it says midpoint, we can't set those. The only way that we can set those equal to each other is that if it says midpoint. So I have point P, point Q, and point R. Now PQ is 3x, and QR is 6x plus 4. Now, the whole distance all the way across is 14x minus 6. So, when I look at line segment addition, what I'm saying is that PQ, that segment right there, plus QR equals PR. Any questions on how I got to that point? Going from PQ plus QR equals PR. So now, okay, Jasmine, what does PQ equal? 3x. Mary Haley, what does QR equal? 6x plus 4. Caitlin, what do I set this all equal to? All right, what is PR? Look at what PR equals.
14x minus 6.
Thank you for helping out. 14x minus 6. So now I have like terms on the same side. Okay? Now, who said that? Thank you, Jim. 9x plus 4 is equal to 14x minus 6. Okay, now we just have to start moving, okay, our numbers and letters around again. Big goal in algebra, find the variable. Little goal to get there, letters on one side, numbers on the other. So I need to add 6 to both sides. So now I have 9x is equal to 14x. Oh, and I'm sorry, 9x plus 10. My fault. 9x plus 10. So now, what's my next step here? Courtney?
You
Subtract
subtract 9x.
9x. So now I have 10 is equal to 5x. X is equal to what?
2.
2. Now, what's the question that I want you to ask yourself when you get to this point? Am I done? Okay. Am I done? And what our goal was is that the question wanted us to find the value of PR. So, by finding the value of X, have I found the value of PR?
No.
No, I'm sorry?
No.
Thank you. All right, so I have X is 2, so I'm going to substitute it right there. So now I have 14 times 2 minus 6. And what does that equal? Somebody. Who said
22.
22. So PR, line segment PR is equal to 22. Any questions on that? That's number 13 on page 61.
What is it when you plug it into the other ones up there? Like the income on it, too, the same?
Yeah, when Q is the midpoint. Is that what you're asking? Okay, thank you for asking that question. All right, looking at number 14. Okay, same page. Okay, we're looking again, page 61. Now we're at number 14. Okay, U is the midpoint. So that tells me it's in the what? Very good, it's in the middle. I'm so glad you answered that. All right, so now I have T, okay, and V. And I have the letter U in the middle. So when I say that U is the midpoint, there are some concepts, okay, that I can work with here. Okay, both sides are equal. What's another word we could use for equal there, Brittany?
Congruent.
Congruent, because we first have to say that these two sides are congruent. Okay? So now, once I found that both sides are congruent, I can also set this up where both sides are equal. When they're congruent in what?
Shape.
Shape. When they're equal in length. So, I can say this. So because I can say this, they tell us that TU is equal to 3x plus 4. They tell us that UV is equal to 5x minus 2. So, in answer to Ashley's question, okay, she said, what's the point in time when we actually set these equal to each other? Well, this is it. Because I have U coming right down the middle, I can say that TU, if I plug this in for TU, 3x plus 4, is equal to UV, 5x minus 2. Now we're doing the same thing we just did. Okay, what's going to be my first step, Kristen? What's going to be my first step? Yeah, I can subtract the 3x. Doesn't necessarily matter which way you start, as long as you are making, okay, the correct rules. You're following the right guidelines. So now that's going to cancel away. So now I have 4. 5x minus 3x is 2x minus 2. Next step, Josh.
I have a question.
Oh, yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Like, I always try and keep the x's on the left. It's fine if I minus 5x.
Yeah, that is fine, as long as you're making sure that you're subtracting the 5x from the 3x. Okay, and you would have negative 2x. And then if we subtracted the 4 from both sides, you'd have negative 6.
Yeah.
Divide both sides by negative 2, x is 3. All right, now let's see if we still come out with x is 3 on this. All right, let's see here, Ashley, G.
You would add 2 to both sides.
Add 2 to both sides. Okay, so now I have 6 is equal to 2x. X is equal to what, class? Everybody, 3. Now, what's the question I want you to ask?
Am I done?
Am I done? Thank you, Aaron. Okay, am I done? Okay, all right. Yes, I know it's spelled wrong. All right. Am has 2 M's. All right. So, okay, am I done? Okay, am I done, class?
No.
No.
Sir.
Thank you. That's better. So x is 3. So now what they have asked for is that they want us to find TU, they want us to find UV, and then they want us to find TV. All right. So what's the first step I'm going to do when I find that x is 3?
Plug 3 in.
Plug 3 in for what?
3x.
Yeah, for the x is right here. So now I have 3 times 3 plus 4 is going to give me what?
13.
13. Now, if this is 13, TU is 13, what should UV be?
13.
13. Plug it in 3. Okay, let me do that in a different color. So now I have 5 times 3 minus 2. So that's going to give me what?
13.
13. Now, what should TV equal?
26.
26. All right. So, any questions on that part?
No, sir.
All right.